Hello again. Welcome to my kitchen, everybody, the place that I make my wonderful, delicious dishes. And today I present to you my most amazing, creamy, cheesy mac and cheese. It is so creamy and it is going to be just amazing for any dinner combination. So let's get started with our ingredients. We need 1 pound of elbow macaroni, 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/4 teaspoon of regular salt, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric. This is pretty much just to give it color. We're going to need 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese softened, 1 whole can of evaporated milk, and some paprika. So let's get started. Here in this pot, I added water, salt, and a little bit of oil. Gonna give that a little bit of a mix. The oil is so that the mac does not stick. So we're gonna let this come up to a boil before we throw in our noodles. Once at a boil, go ahead and throw those noodles right in. I like to give it a little bit of a stir just to separate the noodles a little bit. Not much, just a little. And we're going to leave this alone. This is going to cook until al dente, which is about 7 minutes. You don't want to go over. You don't want to overcook these because they will be smushy. After that, drain it, and then we are just going to set this aside. In my pan here, I am going to throw in my butter. I am cooking this at a low temp. So you do not want to cook this on high. Your butter will burn, everything will burn. So keep it at a low. It's okay to cook it at a low. It'll be better this way. Once our butter has melted, go ahead and start throwing in your spices, the salt, the onion powder, and the turmeric. Give this a good stir, making sure that everything is all incorporated and mixed in there well. Then we're gonna go ahead and add our cream cheese. And just whisking it and whisking and whisking. We're gonna get it to where it is nice and silky and smooth. Just how you see here. Toss in your evaporated milk, the whole can, and whisk again. You don't want to get left with no lumps, just like here. And then we're going to start adding our cheese. The cheese, you don't want to get the processed one. It is not going to work. You want the block one and then just shred it. start whisking this until it is all melted. Here I have already started to throw in my noodles. And we're gonna give this a nice mix, making sure all the noodles are covered in this delicious sauce. It is just so nice and creamy. And at this point, I do like to add some paprika. You can omit this if you want. Give it another little mix in here. And this macaroni is done. So nice, so creamy. What I also did here was I did save some cheese, and I put some mac into this glass container here, and I'm just going to put some paprika on top. I'm going to add some of that cheese, and I am going to bake this in the oven and no longer than 5-6 minutes, just until the cheese melts on top. You can also add panko breadcrumbs or breadcrumbs with Parmesan cheese and bake it too. Here I'm just showing you a sample. And here is the finished final product. I hope you guys liked my recipe. I know that my family does. I am always making this mac and cheese. We will see you in our next video. Thank you for watching.